All right. All right, everyone, and the starting lineup for the Magic. The backboard is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Goga Bitadze is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
Now here's Ben Carroll to the middle. Back to Bitadze. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Counted from distance.
You know, it just looks prettier from the corner, especially when Caldwell-Pope lets it go.
For 3, here's Lillard. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look. Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Oh, what a pass! Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Suggs, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic trail by 4. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Suggs outside. Launches it. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And the dunk by Lillard.
Punctuating the end of that play with an exclamation point. Lillard, a natural-born finisher.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Here's Lillard. The Magic making their last shot. Here's the three. They get it back. Antetokounmpo. He can't get it to go. Magic trail by 6. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Suggs. The three is up. Buries it from 3. Suggs has got 6.
His teammates expect Suggs to hit these shots, and he doesn't disappoint them.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. From deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career. Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Drills it from deep. He's got 9.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And here's Lillard. He's got 12. Shot is up. He squares up and sinks it. Here's Suggs. Here's Batase. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up by a healthy. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Suggs. Fires in the triple. Suggs has got 12 points.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And Giannis with the jam.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
The 3 from Suggs. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Gotta take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Out to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Caldwell Pope. The shot by Lillard, no good. Magic trail by 9. Knocked loose. Pass to Suggs. Batase with a screen. This one for three. Here's Banchero. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Unselfish play. When your shot's not there, just make the next pass.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Suggs. He's got 12. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
2 on the clock.
Prince takes a lot of pride in making it difficult for the guy he's defending. A lot of hustle and tenacity at the defensive end.
And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Off the inbound, no good.
Milwaukee foul.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Driving to the basket. Oh, rejected by Lillard. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Unselfishness from Lillard. Has no problem giving the ball up, especially when he's got a guy wide open.
Caldwell Pope for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Suggs against Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Carter. Magic trail by 8. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Milwaukee.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
It's Prince on the wing. Back to Lillard. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Orlando's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Yes, sir! You can count on Dave from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Offensive board. Suggs outside. Caldwell Pope against Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, no good.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And he gets the bucket.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Here's Suggs. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. 23 seconds left in the first half. It's stolen. To the inside. Oh, it's Banchero going up top.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Down low. Antetokounmpo.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. They've got Wagner. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. And it's Black in at the 1. Wagner, the pass to Isaac. Shoots over Portis. Trent against Wagner. Let's go with a 3. Hits the three-pointer. Wagner's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Pass to Black. 4-3. Great D that time from Porter. The Bucks leading by 11. On the wing, Green. Portis for 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. For Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Wagner's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty nimble play that time by Wagner, pulling up before the defense would get set to stop him.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for.
Trent on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Magic trail by 10. Isaac outside. Here's Black, guarded by Trent. Driving in, and he slams it in one-handed.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Puts it up off the inbound. That one's good. Sims. And the Bucks lead by 10. Orlando has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Magic trail by 8. Here's De Silva. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. They get it back.
Gotta like the aggressiveness there inside from Isaac. Not afraid to mix it up and go into the defender.
Orlando shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Good on the second one. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And then Porter with the dunk.
He can get it to the rack, too. Porter Jr. unafraid to slice his way to the cup.
Pass to Wagner. Fires the 3. On target from range. Wagner's got 9 points.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
And the three-pointer goes.
Always a ready and eager three-point shooter. That last 3 only gave Porter Jr. more motivation.
Black passes to Wagner. All alone. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Wagner's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Black. And a Foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
To the inside, and he jams it home with authority.
Really good in the playmaking role. Porter Jr. with the right read in the two-man game there.
Here's Black. Up and in on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
They set the pick, and here's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Wagner.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's Wagner missing. Milwaukee leading by 7. Wagner with a steal. Here's Black. Give him 8 points now. And he banks in the layup. Black's got 10 points in just the second half.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
A nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
And it's Wagner off the drive.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
A line change here for Orlando. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle, and he told the team we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. They've led by as many as 14. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Carter, a screen on Jackson. Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And Kentavious Caldwell Pope picks up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Milwaukee leading by 6. And Kentavious Caldwell Pope picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And there's your just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Ooh, Lillard with the touch.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
Suggs, the pass to Bitadze. Van Carroll against Prince. And Caro no good. Milwaukee has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Jackson can't get it to go. Magic trail by 8. In transition, the Magic on the run. Kicks it out to Wagner. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Lopez with the jam.
The big fella with the big finish. Lopez rocking that rim.
Suggs surveys the D. Lopez with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Lillard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Lillard's got 27. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And it's Wagner missing. Milwaukee leading by 11. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. 1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo for 3. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Carter, a screen on Lopez. Batadze, the pass to Wagner. From the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 11. Pass to Lopez. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Off target from three-point range. Here's Suggs, defended by Lillard. Orlando again missing.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Bucks.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Damian Lillard.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's deflected.
Good closeout from Suggs right there. How about the young fella impacting the game at the defensive end?
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lopez with the steal. The 3 is up. Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. Lillard fires away from way outside. No good on the quick 3. From deep three-point land. No good there. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
This could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Malik Monk. And it's DeRozan in at the 3.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. There's the lob. Kumbo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Jackson against Levine. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
I don't know where you've been, but everybody else knows that Zach LaVine, this man is an aerial artist. He makes the hardest dunks look so easy.
Lillard misses. Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. DeRozan scanning the floor. Pass to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Lillard with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
And maybe the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Al Levine after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Levine against Lillard. Now here's Levine. D right on him, and he uses the glass on the layup.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. When he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Now, here's Monk. After the miss from Damian Lillard, that one goes. Count it.
I tell you what, Monk's ability there to finish in traffic shows some toughness, even though he was fouled.
The Kings shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 3. Jackson has the open look, and it's off from 3-point range. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot, it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who is guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Monk against Lillard. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. Outside for Murray. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. And then Lillard slams it in. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Sabonis. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The post pair, the long-time duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Puts it up off the inbound, and that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist from Prince.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Monk, the pass to Sabonis. And it's sent back by Lopez. Lillard outside. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And then Lillard slams it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 6. From deep three-point land, Lillard with the rebound. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year.
There's Giannis. Look out below.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Here's Monk. Plays it up off the glass. Monk's got 8 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Offensive rebound.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. You were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Sabonis with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. For 3, LaVine. And DeRozan kicks to LaVine. Wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 6 points for him.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 1. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Monk kicks to LaVine. Inside. DeRozan dishes to LaVine. Outside DeRozan. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
Jackson against Monk. Sabonis with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. Here's LaVine. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Boy, LaVine just glides off the bounce. He is very difficult to stay in front of.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on LaVine. There's the lob into the Kumbo. It's stolen by Monk. Now Levine. 8 points for him. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Lillard looking around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis rips it down. Kings leading now by 3. Monk outside. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Rebounded by Jackson.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Lillard with it. He's got 11. From downtown, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings lead. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
On the floor for Sacramento, Jay Crowder out there with Lyons. Then it's Ellis. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the 2. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Ellis, the pass to Valanciunas. Down low. Sweet move. And the layup is up and in. And the Kings lead by 3.
Yeah, he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Shots good by Ellis.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Ellis against Porter.
Kings foul. Ellis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Porter looking it over. Here's the teardrop. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. From deep, Ellis. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And a wide open look for Porter. Off target from three-point range. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings.
Milwaukee foul. Green. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's LaRavia. Nothing on the board. 6 to shoot. Crowder, the pass to LaRavia. Again, the miss by the Kings. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. No luck. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Wiles kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Wiles. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Stolen away.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
2 minutes.
Trent with the wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Trent's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Quarter against Ellis. Here's Sims. Stolen by Ellis. And now the Kings, fast break. Crowder, the pass to LaRavia. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. LaRavia's got the game tied up here for Sacramento. Portis a screen on Ellis. It's Porter outside. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Crowder from outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. The tie for the ball. Here's Sims. Crowder pulls it in.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Ellis kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Wiles. It's Crowder on the wing. For the lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Bobby Portis. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. A new lineup here for the Bucks. And both free throws good from Crowder. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. Lillard from outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Sacramento, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Levine dishes to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Getting up there with the slam, DeMar DeRozan leaves nothing to chance.
Lillard with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 14. Up in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Kings leading the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And we're also seeing...
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Monk finds Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Over Jackson. Levine can't hit. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Kings shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Murray, the pass to Monk. Outside DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And the Kings lead by 4.
I like this from Murray, not just hanging out on the perimeter.
There's the lob at Kumbo. It's stolen by Monk. On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Prince. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Buck shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by DeRozan. And the Kings pushing it up now. Back to Monk. Pass to Murray. Lillard against Levine. Driving to the basket. And Levine with the slam.
Oh, boy, Zach Levine. Sheesh, that was mean.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Made that one as his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Levine. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach Levine, he is on fire.
The slam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Levine. Lillard, the pass to Giannis. Using his size, Giannis.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
DeRozan against Prince. Now here's Levine. Tight defense on him. Baseline J on the way. And the jumper is on the mark. Sabonis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
We all know that Sabonis would much rather get all the way to the hoop, but nice job choosing the mid-range. That's the shot that the defense was giving him.
For 3, Levine. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Prince in the corner. Levine against Lillard. Takes the 3. The shot, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Lillard against Levine. And again, the Bucks miss.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Kings.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zach Levine.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Prince against DeRozan. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Here's Jackson. Rebound by Murray. Levine looking around.
Milwaukee foul. Brian Prince. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one drops.
Shooting for Sacramento, Zach Levine. At the line for two.
And so Levine nails both of them. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business. All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Backcourts in this one, Stan, cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Malik Monk is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Suggs. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Picked by Sabonis. Monk into the lane. Out to Sabonis. And they waste no time. Getting those 3 points back.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Count that one.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Suggs. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
LaVine against Isaac. LaVine passes to Murray. Right side, LaVine. And the dunk by LaVine.
Oh, man, what a show this guy puts on. Once LaVine has momentum behind him, he's clear for takeoff.
Now here's Suggs. He has 7.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And the basket by Monk.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Monk with a steal. DeRozan with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. They kick it out to Murray. DeRozan looks it over. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
Oh, the lost art of the mid-range jumper. DeRozan dialing it in.
Banchero with a screen on LaVine. The kick out to Banchero. There's the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
2 minutes.
How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
And it's Monk missing for Orlando. They've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Isaac. It's rebounded by LaVine. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Sabonis outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Sabonis has got 6.
Look how confident Sabonis can be, acting without hesitation and getting it to go.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. 6 to shoot. Here's Banchero. That one's good for 2.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Here's Monk. He's got 5. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. And he can't jam it through. The Magic have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Here's Banchero. Suggs outside. Tries again. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. 11 points in the game. Monk with it. On the wing, Levine. With 2 seconds left. Blocked! And he gets it back. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando. 11 points in the... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
They've got Wagner. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Goga Bitadze, and it's Suggs in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Monk. Kicks it to DeRozan. Out to the wing. Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Murray. Over Banchero. Here's Sabonis. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Monk for 3. He buries it from 3. Monk's got 8 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Wagner. Pass to Bitadze. Kicks it out to Wagner. Out of bounds. It'll be King's ball.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Levine with a screen on Wagner. Outside Levine. Outside Monk. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Suggs. Banchero right side. Wagner with a screen. Banchero passes to Wagner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Suggs against Levine. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, once Suggs gets hot, he's not easy to stop, especially when he's getting whatever shot he wants.
Kings trail by 3. Outside Levine. That's tipped. It's stolen by Isaac. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
for Sacramento. They've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Levine with a screen on Suggs. Tipped away. In transition. Here's Isaac, and the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a great job by Isaac, showing his athleticism, getting up the floor in a hurry to convert.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the second quarter. DeRozan passes to Monk. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked. Now here's Isaac. The 3 from Suggs. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Magic?
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it. A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Suggs finds Isaac. The kick out to Banchero. The Magic need to put one up here. Bitadze. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Kings ball.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Levine. Oh, he lost the grip and he missed the dunk. Magic leading by 6. Picked by Isaac. Sabonis against Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. Yes, on the jumper. Wagner's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
The 3 from DeRozan. Murray. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer! And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Taking a look at Sacramento, we've got Jonas Valanciunas. Jay Crowder is out there with Trey Lyles. And it's Ellis in at the point. No good on the second free throw. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Here's Black. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to De Silva. 6 to shoot. Here's Black from behind the arc. Offensive rebound. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. Black's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Ellis passes to Crowder. Lets it go. Ellis good. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Black. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Pass to Lyles. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Magic leading by 5. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Here's LaRavia. No points yet. Crowder outside. Pass to LaRavia. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Orlando's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Caldwell Pope against Crowder. Lets the 3 fly, and Caldwell Pope gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. Here's Ellis. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Wagner. Here's De Silva. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's out.
This would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Black. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. He takes the 3. They get the rebound. 1:35 left in the third. From outside the arc. Rebound by Sacramento.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Confronting a shooter of JV stature is never easy, and he can make them pay for that mistake at the line.
And Valanciunas drops them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And he makes it. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Here's Ellis. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Now Crowder. No points so far. Can't get it to fall. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. From downtown. Crowder grabs the miss.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And it's Lyles missing. Magic leading by 10. And here's Carter. Pass to De Silva, to the paint. Here's Black. There's a screen. Misses the 3. Here's Ellis. Tipped. And so it's the Orlando Magic ending the quarter up 10. Their play has earned them a nice lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Mo Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Contavious Caldwell Pope, and it's Black in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Magic leading by 10 until they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for Orlando. Tries the spin move. The three from Suggs. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Levine passes to Monk. Isaac against Levine. Taking them all on. Levine.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Wagner, the pass to Isaac. Back to Wagner. Three-pointer. Hauled in by the Kings. Now the Kings in transition. Here's Monk. And that one is hammered home.
And setting the table for his guys. Sabonis is such a shrewd and cunning distributor.
Suggs against Levine. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Shoots over Monk. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. And the Magic lead by 11. Pass to Sabonis. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
Batadze, the pass to Banchero. Back to Batadze. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Here's Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
And the dunk by Isaac.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Levine for 3.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
.149 left to play in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Levine. Levine springs free for the flush.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And they're pushing it up. Murray passes to Levine. And it's blocked by Isaac. Here's Suggs. Rebound by Sacramento.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Levine. Oh, Levine with another miss.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here's Suggs. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Magic.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Suggs.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decisions.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And Levine, here we go. Offensive rebound, Kings. Pass to Monk. Shot clock at 6. he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, the defense expects DeRozan to try and score, but he smartly makes the extra pass.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let me still let him run, let him eat stone cold killer.
Let off the beat.
Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him
Time to meet the starting five for your.
Welcome to 2K. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair. The longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3. And for the Magic, Isaac out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Franz Wagner. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now, here's Suggs. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. They get the rebound. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Jamal Mosley. David.
And we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Lillard gets it to go.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
He takes it in, and that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
No, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
And it's Lillard missing. Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, the Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done. He wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Lillard. After the Magic pick up 2, lays it up off the glass. He's got 7.
And Lillard refusing to be denied.
Magic leading by 8. Suggs looking around, and Suggs throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome today.
And here's Prince outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh!
And Giannis throwing his body in there and gets rewarded.
Orlando, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Here's Wagner. Lopez with the block. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Banchero against Lillard. Pass to Jackson, and it's Lopez at the elbow. And Lopez throws it down.
Hard to deal with Brook Lopez and that kind of size, especially when he's forcing the issue like this here and going strong.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. Isaac outside. That's good from Wagner on the assist by Isaac.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Offline from the top of the key.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Isaac with a screen for Suggs. Driving inside. Bitadze the pass to Banchero. Here's Bitadze, right wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Suggs has got 18 points.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Kicks it out to Wagner. There's Bitadze. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suggs with the steal. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. They kept going to him like... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Magic here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
On the attack, right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
You've got Banchero. Wagner is out there with Suggs. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at the center. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game. Yes, that goes in. Banchero's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Chalk up 2 there. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Suggs kicks to Isaac. Back to Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Prince. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Giannis down there in great position down low and good timing on the putback.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldrin.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate the report. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Wagner. Suggs passes to Wagner. Suggs, screen on Lillard. And it's Wagner missing.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to...
hammering it in!
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Isaac with a screen for Suggs. And that time, also a missed shot. Bucks trail by 3. Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
And Lopez throws it down.
Well, Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do. Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
1:11 left to play here in the half. Three-pointer, Lillard, rejected by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Giannis dishes to Jackson. Giannis a screen on Banchero. And Jackson throws it down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
To the paint, here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
Wagner with a screen for Suggs. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Lillard against Suggs. To the inside. Isaac with the steal. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered closely. Banchero outside. It's good from long range. Banchero's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Outside for Jackson. A 3. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 10. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're measuring up the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Gary Trent. Portis is out there with Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. De Silva with the bucket.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Right side Porter. The shot from the low post is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. This is the most they've led by 13 points. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Carter with a screen on Trent. 6 on the shot clock. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Puts up a deep 3. Porter can't get that one to fall. Orlando leading by 11. Pass to De Silva. Here's Black, guarded by Porter. Black the pass to Wagner, and he banks in the lane. Wagner's got his first bucket in this one.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Outside Porter. Here he goes, and finished off by Porter.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Porter, no good on that one. There's the lob to Carter. Green deciding where to go with it. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Carter. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 8. Beyond the arc. And no good that time. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Intercepted. Trent outside. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's only a 5-point Orlando lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Milwaukee with the rebound, and it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Green finds Porter. 52 seconds left to play in the third. It's stolen by Carter. And now Orlando on the break. Up again, and Wagner able to finish. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Black kicks to Caldwell Pope. They set the screen. Back to Black. Sims with the rebound. Bucks trail by 5. Porter looking it over. For the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Last break. Here come the Magic. A big dunk at the end of the break.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation. Probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so it's Orlando heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Banchero is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Franz Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, down low. That's us out there for Orlando. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jackson against Banchero. That one's not going to go. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 9 points. To the middle, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He can be in the roll. A lot of options from the big man.
Suggs with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. They get it again. Kicks it out to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. There's Wagner with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Giannis. Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Three-pointer. And there's Suggs on the assist from Banchero. Suggs has got 29 in the game. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Magic.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo. And that's helped them score on the fast break.
Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. He has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Lillard dishes to Lopez. From outside, off the mark. Magic leading by 10. Here's Suggs. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swatted away.
Isaac kicks to Banchero. Back to Isaac. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Wagner from long range. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Jackson has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Now, Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
Here's Suggs. Takes it out to Banchero. Back to Suggs. There's the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And the dunk by Jackson.
Good to see Damian Lillard take a more proactive approach to getting his teammates involved here in this one.
Suggs against Jackson. There's Wagner with the 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't.
Here's Milwaukee now. Big stretch here going 10-2.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
Anthony's checked in for Jalen Suggs. And the Magic making a change here. Harris has checked in. The free throw is good from Lillard.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Wagner outside. Money!
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Lillard. Offensive rebound, Prince. Nice defense from Wagner.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Lillard from outside. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Isaac goes in, 18 feet out.
And Lopez doing what he can to just be disruptive out there, distracting shooters.
Lillard from outside. Goes back up. Good!
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot off the mark. So the Magic win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the
Hello and welcome. Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the 3. And for Sacramento, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine out there with Malik Monk. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Monk. There's Jackson with the 3. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Shots good by Sabonis.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Shot by Lillard, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Lopez. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Count that bucket.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
Here's Monk. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
Now here's Monk. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Thank you for that, Allie. DeRozan with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Monk passes to DeRozan. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Good.
Once Lillard takes that first step, he's all in. He won't stop until he finds the shot he wants.
It's DeRozan. Oh, kind of mean on that one. Oh, wow.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Lillard looking around. Lopez, the screen on Levine. The three, here's Lillard. The rebound by Murray. The Kings trailing. It's tipped. It was stolen by Lillard. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Lillard can't get that one to fall. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Counted.
And this is a guy who really flies up the court. Tough to shadow Levine in transition.
DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Let DeRozan get this close and he will finish strong.
Lillard with the ball, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Lillard. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Here's Levine for 3. Counted from distance. Levine's got 6.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
Lillard against Levine. A nice shot by Lillard.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now here's Monk. He's got 5. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The rebound by Jackson. Pass to Lillard. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Oh, rejected by Lillard. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spot. Zach LaVine out there with Malik Monk, and it's Sabonis in at center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
Here's DeRozan. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Boy, you can't be overly aggressive with DeRozan. I mean, the second he senses and feels that you are, he'll take advantage of it.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Now here's LaVine. He's got 6.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
LaVine against Jackson, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And there's a pick. Monk against Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monk's got 7 points.
We know he can shoot deep. And he also has a nice touch inside. So Monk has a lot of confidence wherever he's shooting the ball from.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Antetokounmpo outside. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely. a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third team.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And so the ball out of bounds. DeRozan touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Lillard. 16 points for him. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Levine. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard finishing with authority.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches.
Lillard against Monk. Fires the three. Nails it from three. Monk's got 5 points now this quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Lillard can't get it to go.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Murray inside, defended by Lillard. They now take the lead. Murray's got his first bucket in this one.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Here's Levine. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. DeRozan, a screen on Jackson. 5 to shoot. Levine can't hit. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard outside with some arc. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. For Sacramento, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Murray against Prince. Left side Murray. Outside Monk. Levine with a screen on Lillard. Here's Monk. The rebound by the Bucks.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
DeRozan against Prince. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Right side Levine with 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Bucks on top, leading by 1. And we'll be right back after half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Green out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Sims in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's Lyles missing. And so Trent will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 1. Portis a screen. The 3 ball. And Trent gets the three.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Porter. Here's LaRavia, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Pass to Lyles. Misses from short range. The Bucks leading by 5. Trent on the wing, covered by Crowder. Sims can't get it to go. Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. The offensive rebound. Here's Lyles. Yet to see a basket. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas sets a screen. Lyles, the pass to Valanciunas. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Green. Soft touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen.
Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Porter. Ellis passes to Lyles. Deflected.
That's just a really good defensive read from Portis. I mean, the read was excellent and the hustle was better.
For Sacramento, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue collar. Yes, right there. Oh, my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
He is indeed a showman now. Porter Jr. using that explosive athleticism on the rack attack. Yes, sir.
Here's Ellis. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Clock at 6. Crowder, the pass to LaRavia. Here's the floater. Yep, count it. LaRavia's got 4 points in the quarter. The Bucks leading by 5. Now Porter. He's got 5. Inside. Sims. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for the Bucks, Jericho Sims, shooting just 1. The play will be reviewed under NBA
Still
rules.
disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Trent. There's the drive. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Trent. Kings trail by 10. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Lyles' shot is good.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Ellis. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Porter. There's a screen. Yep, that one goes. Ellis has gotten 4 this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Now here's Porter. 7 points in the game. Out to Portis. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skill.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with Zach LaVine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. 4 on the clock. LaVine attacking. Oh, LaVine taking fight for the jam.
That's one of LaVine's pet moves, has the speed to get there and the hops to finish.
Takes it inside. Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but they pick up the foul in the process. 2 shots coming at the line.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
So he can't get either to fall.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
LaVine passes to DeRozan. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Giannis to the cup. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
LaVine gets the bucket.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. The 3 from Prince. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
3.
Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. LaVine surveys the D. DeRozan outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive.
And you know, Giannis gets to the basket in a nanosecond. It feels like nobody can stop him.
Outside Monk. On the wing, LaVine. Back to Monk. With the drive. Out to Sabonis. Offline with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Lillard with the ball. He's picked up by LaVine. Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, he packs it down right on top of Keegan Murray.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home.
Monstrous jam by LaVine.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, LaVine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Jackson outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the jam.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
LaVine against Jackson. On the wing, LaVine. Here's DeRozan. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't?
Howard home.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Murray against Jackson. DeRozan outside. Lopez against Levine. Shot clock at 5. Murray with it. Shoots over Lopez. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Bucks leading by 8. Lillard outside. Let's watch Dame here. Misses the layup. So it's Sacramento now. Here's Monk. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Boy, Malik Monk taking charge right there. He's in full control. Pressure, no problem.
And here's Lillard. High arcing shot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Yeah, some late game magic from Murray. Stepping up to the plate at a big moment.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That's his third foul so far.
Third team.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Lillard can't get that one to fall. Outside Murray. Pass to Levine. And it's off from three-point range. So Milwaukee wins it. Just a gutsy. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the business. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold
If you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Banchero is out there with Isaac. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. And there's Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Banchero's got the first basket of the game for Orlando. Levine deciding where to go with it. Lets it go with a 3. They grab their own miss. The shot, no good. DeRozan against Isaac. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here. 1 for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Wagner passes to Banchero. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
And then Levine with the jam.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Wagner against Monk. Wagner a screen on Levine. Suggs. Nice D from Levine. For Sacramento, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for 3-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
This is his first free throw of the game. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And stolen by Wagner. There's the drive. And finished off by Wagner.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
DeRozan for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Murray against Wagner. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Levine sets the screen for Monk. With the floater, and it's blocked.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Isaac with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Suggs looking around. Pass to Bitadze. Lock at 6. Nice move. And it's in there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Olden. David.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. 1:11 left in the first quarter. And it's Wagner missing. The Kings trail by 8. Outside, Levine. Poked away. Sabonis kicks to Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
I don't know where you've been, but everybody else knows that Zach LaVine, this man is an aerial artist. He makes the hardest dunks look so easy.
Oh, no excuse
for a guy of his caliber, you've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. Out to the right wing. And here is Suggs. Back to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Monk against Suggs. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. That 3 off the mark. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounced. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Isaac out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Franz Wagner. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. The shot by Monk is no good. Orlando leading by 8. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wemby's. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
Murray finds a bonus. Back to Murray. This one for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Wagner a screen on Levine. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Levine up top. He's covered by Isaac. Suggs with the steal. Isaac down low. Monk defending. And the basket by Isaac. And now it's an 8-point Magic lead. Suggs against Monk. Shoots the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Suggs. Bangs home the trifecta. Suggs has got 11.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Outside, Levine. And they get it. Bricks the aggressive dunk attempt.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Here's Suggs. Sabonis grabs the board.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Levine against Banchero. Shot from the top of the key. Levine's shot is on.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. It's stolen by Monk. Here's Levine, and he slams it down right on top of Jonathan Isaac.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Kings trail by 9. Murray outside. The trade. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Suggs passes to Isaac. Back to Suggs. Nailed from three-point land. Suggs has got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Sabonis with the bucket.
Have to admire the confidence right there. Sabonis feeling like he can knock down these shots whenever he wants.
Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. On its way from Monk for 2. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And it's Suggs missing. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Hey, how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
Pass to Bitadze. Now Suggs. Here's Banchero. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas, Jay Crowder out there with Ellis. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Carter kicks to Howard. Harris outside. Pass to De Silva. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from 16. Crowder pulls it in. The Kings trail by 8. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And that one's good. LaRavia. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Harris up top. Defended by Crowder. For the Magic, Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Anthony Black in for Anthony.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Black.
Here's Black. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Kings shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Black, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Count it.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Magic leading by 3. Here's Black. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Ellis, the pass to Valanciunas. Sacramento moving it around. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Here's Black. He's guarded by Ellis. Back to Black. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pulls up on the wing. No good that time.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Kept alive. The Kings trail by 5. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Sacramento shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
For the Magic, Hans Wagner's checked in for Howard. And it's Gary Harris in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. There's 1:40 left to play here in the third. The Kings have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Free throw good, crowded. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Black. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:39 left in the third quarter. Caldwell-Pope against Ellis. Caldwell-Pope left side. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. And here are the Kings now. They're on a 14-6 run to the paint. Pass to Wiles. Shot clock at 6. For the tie, he lays it in. Wiles got it all tied up now for Sacramento.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Harris finds Caldwell-Pope. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Sacramento, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Wiles passes to Ellis. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. To Wiles for the lead. Ellis can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Wiles against Wagner. Harris a screen on Lyles. Wagner kicks to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. He's off from 3. Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Wagner, Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Jalen Suggs, and it's Bitadze in at the 5. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Sinks the triple. And the Magic lead by 3.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
The shot by Monk is no good. Magic shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Pass to Bitadze. Isaac with a screen for Banchero. Here's Suggs. On the wing, Isaac. That's good from Banchero. On the assist by Isaac. Isaac's got 3 assists tonight. Outside DeRozan. Murray left side. Outside, Levine. A 3-ball. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
This is how Levine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Orlando leading. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Isaac kicks to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent 3-point shooter at the NBA level.
Levine, and then Levine with the jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Suggs against Levine. There's Wagner with the 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Levine. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to Isaac. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And that one's good, Wagner. And the Magic lead by 6. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Bean passes to Monk. Back to Levine. 3-pointer. Orlando grabs the miss. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Back to Wagner. From past the arc. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Banchero. A 3-pointer, no good. So it's Sacramento. They trail by 9 points. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
A true team-first guy. Sabonis is always ready to share the ball.
Here's Bitadze to the right side. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Monk dishes to Murray. From the arc. So the Magic win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a